this is absolutely shocking. Catherine, the Princess of Wales, is wearing a tiara for the German state visit that I thought was just a queen one, just one, that we call the big.
A single tiara, 3 influential royal women, and a choice that sent shockwaves through Buckingham Palace like a lightning strike. Princess Anne reportedly made the bold move of ensuring that Princess Diana's most iconic piece, the Lover's Knot tiara, would be passed to Catherine, the Princess of Wales, and at the same time blocked Queen Camilla from ever wearing it. This wasn't a mere act of protocol. It was a declaration, a statement loaded with history, symbolism, and unspoken loyalty. This decision didn't just involve diamonds, pearls, or sparkling elegance. It reverberated far deeper than any royal announcement could. It was about honour, legacy, and the ongoing story of the people's princess, Diana. Stick with me, because what I'm about to reveal will completely alter how you view the British royal family, their traditions, and the tiara that holds Diana's enduring spirit. Now let's zero in on the crown jewel of this story, quite literally the centre of a centuries-old royal saga. The Cambridge Lover's Knot tiara is no ordinary accessory. It's a breathtaking masterpiece, studded with dazzling diamonds and featuring 19 teardrop pearls that shimmer like tiny lanterns in the royal spotlight. Commissioned in 1913 for Queen Mary by the famed House of Garrard, its design itself is a homage to over 200 years of royal craftsmanship and tradition. It was once proudly worn by Princess Augusta of Hesse Castle, connecting it to an unbroken lineage of regal elegance. Experts have valued this stunning heirloom at approximately $2.7 million, but its true worth far surpasses the numbers. When Queen Elizabeth II entrusted it to a young Diana Spencer in 1981 for her wedding to Prince Charles, it instantly transformed into a symbol that transcended mere wealth. It became an emblem of grace, charisma, and the magnetic presence that would make Diana unforgettable worldwide. Diana didn't just wear the Lover's Knot tiara, she elevated it into a global icon. Each appearance with the shimmering pearls capturing the light was a reminder of her elegance, her warmth, and the aura she carried with effortless grace. This was no simple accessory. It became an extension of Diana herself, intertwining with her image in a way that few royal pieces ever achieve. Before Diana, the Lover's Knot was seen as a stately but somewhat overlooked piece in the royal collection. It was admired by collectors and royal enthusiasts, but it lacked the life force that Diana would breathe into it. When she wore it to state banquets, diplomatic receptions, and international tours, she paired it with outfits that redefined royal fashion, bold choices that broke the mold, demonstrating that a royal woman could honour tradition while still asserting her unique presence. And when tragedy struck in 1997, the tiara was returned to the royal vault, locked away as though the palace couldn't bear to see it on anyone else. For nearly 20 years, it remained in silence, hidden in darkness. Yet, Diana's influence, her spirit, and the meaning of that tiara could not be contained by a vault or walls. The essence of Diana was far too powerful for mere metal and pearls to contain. Enter Princess Anne, the silent but fierce guardian of Diana's legacy. Known across the royal world as the hardest-working royal, Anne has a reputation for no-nonsense determination. She is a former Olympic equestrian, a woman who famously confronted a would-be kidnapper in 1974 with sheer courage, telling him not to be so foolish. Anne's life has been defined by duty, resilience, and a refusal to indulge in petty drama. But beneath her steely exterior lies an extraordinary understanding of people, and of Diana herself. Royal insiders reveal that Anne had a deep respect for Diana's work ethic, her genuine compassion for people, and the way she could connect with crowds and individuals alike. Even when the palace turned its back on Diana, Anne quietly observed, understood, and acknowledged her influence. Though they were not publicly close, there was a silent bond between the two women, mutual respect built on shared principles of service, dedication, and an understanding of the true weight of royal life. So when the question arose of who should inherit Diana's cherished Lover's Knot tiara, Anne's decision reportedly left no room for doubt. The tiara, she decided, belonged to Catherine, stepping into Diana's role as the Princess of Wales. This was more than a gift. It was a symbolic passing of the torch from one generation's icon to the next. It wasn't just a hand-me-down, it was an acknowledgement of character, of emotional strength, and of the qualities that defined Diana's legacy. Anne reportedly saw in Catherine the same attributes she had long admired in Diana: warmth, compassion, resilience, and the ability to engage with people in ways older royals often could not. This wasn't about favoritism or fashion, it was about understanding the symbolic and emotional resonance of a royal heirloom. The lover's knot tiara was more than jewels. It carried stories, memories, and the unspoken weight of a legacy that demanded respect. The decision that truly set royal circles buzzing, however, was Anne's reported role in ensuring that Queen Camilla, despite her position as consort, would never wear this iconic piece. This was not about cruelty, spite, or palace politics. It was about the emotional significance of certain jewellery. Some pieces are simply too steeped in history, too charged with symbolism, to be worn casually. To wear them without reverence would be to ignore the legacy embedded in each diamond, pearl, and intricate curve. Queen Camilla, to be clear, possesses an extraordinary collection of jewellery in her own right, from the dazzling Greville tiara, known for its exquisite diamonds and pearls, to the Delhi Durbar tiara, steeped in rich historical significance, and the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, which perfectly reflects royal heritage. Camilla's collection is legendary. She has countless stunning options for every event, gala, and official appearance, but the lover's knot, she has never worn it, and for very compelling reasons. The decision not to wear the lover's knot tiara is not simply a matter of taste, it speaks to the complicated nature of royal symbolism. This piece is indelibly associated with Diana and evokes strong public emotion. Royal commentators have often noted that had Camilla chosen to wear it, there could have been immense public relations fallout. The world might have interpreted it as an attempt to overshadow Diana's memory, sparking criticism from loyal fans who continue to hold Diana close in their hearts. Camilla's choice highlights the delicate navigation of symbolism in the monarchy. Jewellery in royal life is never just decorative. It tells a story, represents continuity, and signals respect for history. Choosing when, where, and which piece to wear is as much about perception as it is about fashion. Some jewels speak louder than words, carrying centuries of meaning and emotional resonance that demand careful consideration. Those close to the royal family emphasize that jewelry decisions go far beyond appearances. Anne and other senior royals recognize that certain pieces hold emotional histories that transcend rank or protocol. A tiara, necklace, or brooch can carry the memory of past royals, embody values, and preserve a legacy that is greater than any individual wearing it. Honoring these stories fosters a sense of reverence for the traditions that uphold the monarchy, while teaching the public to appreciate the depth and complexity behind seemingly simple choices. In the case of the lover's knot tiara, the story is about more than diamonds and pearls. It is about legacy, memory, and the passing of an unspoken torch from one remarkable woman to another. Princess Anne's foresight ensured that Diana's essence would continue to shine through Catherine, preserving an emotional and historical continuity that resonates deeply with the public and the royal family alike. It's a reminder that in the world of the monarchy, decisions are never purely aesthetic. They are gestures loaded with meaning, respect, and an understanding of history that few outside the walls of Buckingham Palace can fully grasp. Through these choices, senior royals like Anne maintain the delicate balance of tradition, symbolism, and public sentiment, showing us all that even a single tiara can hold the weight of generations. Recognizing the significance of such decisions allows the public to see the monarchy in a richer, more nuanced light. Each gem, each pearl, each choice about who wears what, is a thread in the larger tapestry of royal heritage, a story of duty, legacy, and respect for those who came before. And through it all, we are reminded that the decisions of Princess Anne and her peers are about far more than appearances. They are about preserving the soul and memory of the monarchy, ensuring that symbols like the lover's knot tiara continue to speak volumes across generations. Princess Anne, renowned for her unwavering commitment to royal protocol, like the famous instance when she refused to enter a room before the Queen during a University of London ceremony, has once again proven why she is the quiet yet unshakable force of the monarchy. Her position on Diana's iconic lover's knot tiara is clear and deliberate. Some heirlooms are too heavy, too meaningful, and too tied to memory to be handled lightly. She stresses respect, understanding and honouring centuries of history, reminding the world that these jewels carry emotional weight far beyond their sparkling surfaces. Even though Queen Camilla has an enviable collection of stunning tiaras, she has never, and likely will never, wear Diana's iconic piece. The lover's knot is more than jewellery. It is a symbol of continuity, compassion, and a bridge between generations. It embodies the legacy of Diana and the hope of those who adored her, and for Princess Anne, it was essential that this tiara be entrusted to the one who could respect and carry that legacy forward. Catherine, the Princess of Wales, and it is Catherine's triumphant return wearing this tiara that truly turns this story into something unforgettable. In July 2025, after nearly 2 years away from public appearances due to a private but intense battle with cancer, Catherine returned to the world stage with a presence that was nothing short of cinematic. The setting, Windsor Castle, during a state banquet honouring French President Emmanuel Macron. Every detail seemed choreographed for maximum impact. As Catherine entered the hall, her poise, grace, and quiet authority immediately captured the attention of everyone present, reminding the public that the monarchy is as much about personality, empathy, and public service as it is about tradition. She wore a stunning crimson gown designed by Sarah Burton for Givenchy, complete with a flowing cape that trailed behind her like a river of history. Yet all eyes were drawn to the crowning glory, the Cambridge Lover's Knot tiara. Diamonds sparkled like stars, and each of the 19 dangling teardrop pearls caught the candlelight, reflecting centuries of royal tradition and a story of women whose lives shaped the modern monarchy. In that moment, social media erupted. Side-by-side images of Catherine and Diana wearing the same tiara flooded the internet, prompting astonishment at the striking resemblance in elegance, posture, and poise between the two women. The world couldn't help but see Catherine not just as a successor, but as someone channeling the spirit of Diana herself. Commentators quickly labelled this one of the decade's most iconic royal fashion moments. Every aspect, from gown to hairstyle to jewellery, was dissected and celebrated. Even former President Trump, attending a later state banquet in September, where Catherine again wore the lover's knot, publicly praised her radiant presence and renewed vitality. Yet, this moment was far deeper than aesthetics. It was deliberate symbolism in action. Catherine was telling the world that she is ready, resilient, and deeply aware of her role in preserving and evolving the monarchy's image. After months away from public scrutiny and battling illness, Catherine's return, wearing Diana's crown, made a bold statement. "I am still here. I am Diana's successor. I am ready." Every pearl, every diamond, every gesture carried significance, linking her to a woman who had faced enormous personal and institutional challenges, yet became a global symbol of compassion, strength, and public service. Catherine wasn't just reclaiming her role, she was honouring history while asserting her own presence as a future queen. Then came another historic moment in December 2025. Catherine debuted the rarely seen Queen Victoria Oriental Circlet tiara, a ruby and diamond masterpiece not displayed in public for 2 decades. This bold move signalled that Catherine was not simply inheriting Diana's legacy, she was expanding it, making it her own. By carefully selecting these pieces, she demonstrates that the monarchy can honour the past while embracing the future. The combination of Diana's tiara and Queen Victoria's tiara creates a visual and symbolic bridge between 2 monumental eras, positioning Catherine as the unifying figure capable of both preserving and redefining royal tradition. Why does all of this matter beyond the glamour, gowns, and gossip columns? In the British royal family, tiaras are never mere accessories. They are instruments of influence, symbols of favour, and markers of power behind palace walls. Each jewel carries historical and emotional significance, and the decision to wear one sends a subtle yet unmistakable message. Princess Anne's insistence that Catherine be the keeper of Diana's most treasured tiara and that Camilla never wear it reveals the delicate and calculated dynamics of influence in the modern monarchy. Princess Anne wields enormous moral authority within the royal family. She is respected across generations, admired by the public, and answers only to her own deep sense of duty. When she takes a stance, the palace and the public pay attention. Her decision regarding the lover's knot tiara is crystal clear. Catherine represents the future. This is not personal preference, it is principle, insight, and an understanding of the emotional resonance tied to these heirlooms. The Princess of Wales emerged from her health crisis with renewed public admiration and empathy. Her return to royal duties, adorned with symbols of history, demonstrated resilience and readiness to lead with both authority and compassion. She has been awarded the Royal Family Order by King Charles III, entrusted with hosting foreign dignitaries, and now wears tiaras connecting her to both Diana and Queen Victoria, tying together eras of royal influence and emotional resonance. Catherine is being groomed not only as a future queen consort, but as the emotional core of the monarchy, someone capable of connecting tradition with modern expectations. She embodies warmth, intelligence, and the ability to resonate with the public in ways older generations could not. Camilla, meanwhile, has carved a respected niche, championing literacy, domestic violence awareness, and other causes close to her heart. Anne herself has publicly acknowledged Camilla's commitment to her role, recognizing her contributions to public service. Yet even the Queen has boundaries. Some legacies rightfully belong to the next generation, and Diana's tiara was undeniably destined for Catherine. The lover's knot tiara carries profound symbolism. It represents Diana's compassion, her connection to the public, and her enduring influence on the monarchy. Entrusting it to Catherine ensures that this legacy remains visible, honoured, and alive. Every appearance Catherine makes wearing the tiara is a powerful reminder of Diana's impact, her charm, and her unwavering dedication to humanity. It demonstrates that the monarchy can honour history while inspiring the present. Catherine's return was more than a personal triumph. It was symbolic of resilience, continuity, and leadership. She reclaimed her place in the public eye, reinforcing her role as a bridge between past and future. Every detail of her presentation, from gown to jewellery, demonstrates her careful understanding of the emotional and historical weight she carries. She is not only Diana's successor, but a modern figure capable of guiding the monarchy into a new era while remaining anchored to tradition. This story illustrates how deeply symbolism, legacy, and personal insight intersect in royal decisions. In a world dominated by protocol, hierarchy, and centuries-old rules, Princess Anne's judgment shows that some decisions are guided not by rank, but by character, loyalty, and intuition. She recognized Catherine's ability to honor Diana's legacy, protect historical significance, and navigate public sentiment with grace. Through this, Anne preserved both the monarchy's integrity and the emotional resonance of one of its most beloved figures. Every choice Catherine makes, each tiara, each appearance, each act of diplomacy, reinforces her dual role as a guardian of history and a leader of the future. The lover's knot tiara is now more than jewelry. It is a living emblem of compassion, courage, and continuity. Through Catherine, Diana's spirit continues to influence the monarchy, ensuring that values of empathy and public engagement remain central to royal life. Princess Anne's determination underscores her quiet but formidable influence within the family. She has ensured that the right woman received the right symbol at the right time, balancing tradition with modernity and showing that even in a world of centuries-old rules, the heart, insight, and judgment often determine the course of history. Catherine has embraced this responsibility with grace, embodying the legacy she inherited and shaping it for a new era. Ultimately, this story is not just about jewels, protocol, or fashion. It is about respect, foresight, and the power of legacy. Anne recognized the deserving successor, preserved Diana's memory, and ensured that the monarchy continues to honor its emotional as well as ceremonial traditions. Catherine, through her poise, empathy, and wisdom, carries that torch into the present and future, demonstrating that some things, like loyalty, courage, and compassion, transcend rank, rules, and titles. If this story moved you, you can support it in a simple way. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an in-depth look at royal history and secrets. Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe Anne was right to keep Diana's tiara away from Camilla? Was it loyalty, wisdom, or subtle defiance? Your perspective adds to the conversation, and the royal story continues to unfold with every passing event. The House of Windsor continues to captivate, inspire, and reveal its inner workings. Through it all, one truth stands. In a world dominated by centuries of protocol, sometimes the heart decides who carries history forward. Princess Anne ensured that the right successor inherited Diana's torch. Catherine rose to the occasion, reclaiming her place on the world stage, and the legacy of warmth, rebellion, and unforgettable glamour continues to shape the monarchy today, proving that even in a palace full of rules, heart and insight remain the ultimate guiding forces.